The nation's top doctor released a report today recommending that e-cigarettes be treated as other tobacco products. U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy said that the notion that e-cigarettes aren't dangerous or harmless is incorrect.
Well, in that report, the Surgeon General points out that in just a few years, e-cigarettes went from being rare to the most common tobacco products used by young people.
Well, joining us today is Daniel Soto, project manager in the Institute for Health Promotion and Disease Prevention Research at the Keck Medical School of USS. In fact, he worked with the faculty who are cited in the Surgeon General's report. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mr. Soto. Can you talk to us about your research and why e-cigarettes pose such a health threat?
Well, there's actually multiple research projects in our department that are studying this very topic, looking at the effects of e-cigarettes on the population. And what we know now is that the aerosol that's emitted by these electronic cigarettes is definitely not harmless. It's something that contains multiple chemicals, including heavy metals such as lead and other toxins, including diacetyl. And diacetyl is something that's particularly concerning because it affects individuals who inhale the chemical and it is associated with serious lung disease. And diacetyl is often found in the chemicals, in the flavorings of a lot of these e-cigarette devices, and that's something that's particularly concerning because the flavors are something we found through multiple focus groups as something that attracts youth to trying these products in the first place. And finally, nicotine on the developing brain is something that was brought up in the Surgeon General's report today and something we look at as well. And that's something that we're particularly concerned about because we know it affects, obviously, addiction. Nicotine is highly addictive. And with young individuals, we're concerned about nicotine affecting the developing brain, and we know that the brain continues to develop till about 25 years old. And so we're aware that it affects motor skills and other parts of the nervous system as well, and that's something we look at as well.
You know, Daniel, this came out as a safe alternative. Now the Surgeon General talks about a new generation of young people becoming addicted to nicotine. At one time they thought it was safe. Now they're addicted to it. So what can be done to kind of reverse this trend?
Well, that's something that we're very interested in understanding as well. I mean, it's very important that parents talk to their kids about the problem and that parents really illustrate the issue of nicotine addiction and notifying kids that these products are harmful, they're not safe. And also, we have evidence-based programs that we can rely on that are implemented in middle schools and high schools currently as it relates to tobacco prevention among these populations. And we've done a great job with that in California. And I think we could really do a good job at tackling this by implementing e-cigarettes in those same programs. And also, we have state-level programs that are currently being aired, public service announcements such as Still Blowing Smoke campaign that is basically highlighting how the e-cig industry is using the same tactics as the tobacco industry as it relates to marketing towards younger audiences. And finally, we should really target flavors because, as I mentioned before, flavors is something that attracts these young individuals to trying the product, and we should either monitor flavors, reduce the flavors, or outright ban flavors so that we don't have this attraction. I mean, we don't have flavors for regular cigarettes, and we really shouldn't have them for these electronic cigarettes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Daniel Soto. We'll be following your efforts and see if it works. Thank you very much.
Really good information there.
Thank you very much.
As we turn to the forecast now.
Well.